So this is our PAK video wall, and that's a stream coming from the camera. So it's a live demo. On the right-hand side here, I have my web browser that I'm running at the moment, the web UI for the PAK configuration. So this is the PAK server configuration tool. So I will run through just a few really useful tools for configuration and troubleshooting, just to show you, and then I'll go to the TRX interface to show you how to operate the system. So first, PAK server config tool. So here at the homepage, we see the walls that have been configured already. In our case, we have one, and we have the decoders part, which is the PAK nodes. So in this PAK node, I will go into the management section. So here at a glance, really easily, you can see the IP addresses, the firmware version that's running on the PAK nodes, where they're connected to, what model of monitor, what brand of monitor, and their resolution. So this gives you a really easy way to see what PAK is connected to and where. Also, on the right-hand side of the config tool, or the decoder part, we have a few more very useful tools for technicians and on-site support. So as an example, I have a small I button that shows me the info screen on one PAK. So if you're looking for a dedicated or a specific PAK on your system, and you're not sure which one it is, you can double check and verify which one you're looking for using that test screen or that splash screen, and it's going to disappear automatically within 10 seconds. Additionally to that, we also have test screens. So these test screens can allow us to go further into the configuration of your wall. So we have alignment tools. As you can see on the left-hand side on the camera, we have alignment splash screen with arrows to align. We also have color splash screens to calibrate for color, and also other additional patterns to calibrate for sharpness. So this gives you additional tools to configure your wall properly, align it properly, and calibrate some colors. Next to that is the wall configuration, or the wall management. So I'm going to go back to my homepage of my PAK server, and I'll go to the walls management. And this shows me at a glance also what walls, or how many walls are configured in the current system. So at the moment, we only have one. It's our PAK demo 3x2. And I will go into the editor of this wall and show you where you would configure the additional PAK, or where you would configure your wall. So in this this web page, it shows you exactly where I want to install my PAK, or I want to configure my PAK with the relative coordinates on my wall. So our wall is already configured, but this shows you easily how we configured it. And in the future, if we needed to expand our wall, this is where I would come back here and add my additional wall or my additional PAK nodes, and modify or configure the relative coordinates, whether the direction I'm expanding the wall. So it makes it really easy to expand an existing wall in the future. It's a really useful tool. So once your wall is configured, once everything has been properly configured, you've aligned your displays, you've set up your calibration, then we can go onto the TRX part. So TRX, let's assume the video wall, the PAK has been already added to the video wall, has been configured properly. So I'm currently in operation mode of TRX. So as you can see, the video has been running for a few minutes, no problem there, no problem with synchronization between the PAKs, even though we're running 6 individual devices behind each of the screens. And I'm running one full screen source at the moment. So TRX allows us to, additionally to that, TRX allows us to add OSD, so overlay text on our sources and custom borders as well. So that's a really useful tool to identify sources and put emphasis on them. So for the demo, the small demo, that's where the fun part is. I'm just gonna move around my window. I'm just gonna change a little bit the configuration here. So I'm gonna put that source into 2x2. And then as you can see on the left-hand side, everything that I do on the right-hand side of my screen in the TRX web UI is reflected immediately on the wall. So I'm just gonna add one source. Sorry, not that one. I'm just gonna take the Nook PC, put it on the top here, and I'm gonna put one camera that we have in the office here and put it on the wall. So once I'm done with that, I'm just gonna save it as a layout because that's a layout that I like. So I'm gonna name it GSDM PAK layout 1. So this is my layout. I'm happy with it, and I can change easily sources and go back to my layout in the future if I want. So I'm just changing my sources. I just put one of our Ubuntu servers, and I will also change the bottom right camera to another camera, another traffic camera. So that makes it easy to operate the system. If I want to find my layout in the future, and if I want to refer back to it, I just need to go into my layouts tab and scroll down the list, and I'll easily find my layout, which is GSDM PAK layout 1. If I want to recall that layout, I can simply drag and drop it. So I take it and I drag and drop it on the surface, and as soon as I drop it, my layout gets recalled. So it's simple as that. So for the purpose of this demo, I've created some additional layouts. For example, I've created one that has one source, one screen, just like that. And you see in the middle, the top middle, we have the camera showing you the video wall as well. And we can go to a more complicated, and let's push that to a little bit more extreme layout. So I'll put one of my test layouts that I use, and to show you how many sources we can put on a wall and that the system is not affected at all and it responds immediately. It's very easy. So now I'm at the part where I'll physically go to the rack where we have our PAK nodes, and I'll disconnect two of them to show you how they behave in such a situation. So as you can see, the PAK, the video wall has recovered properly. And just to show you as an example that the system is still responding as normal, I'm just going to put a different layout on the wall and show you that it still behaves exactly as it should. So really easy to configure the wall, really easy to recover in case of a power failure.